Hi everyone. I hope that you guys are doing well and your families are doing well. I am out in the garden. It will be night soon. I think it's probably going on 7 o'clock. So I get out here when I can get out here, when my schedule allows me. And so now I'm out here trying to take things out of the garden. I'm hating to do it, but it's got to happen because I know the garden is going to look completely different. But I hope that you're doing well. I hope your week has been going well. And my name is Dell. And if you have not visited my channel before, welcome. So right now I'm just going to take some of these impatiens out. They're looking very withered, so I better get on it. I tried to hold on to them as long as I could, but they're starting to look kind of rough now, so I'm going to take them out. Now some of my plants I will be overwintering, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now these were clearance plants, and look how big and tall these impatiens grew. So they were the 6 to a pack. I think I paid maybe $2 or $3 for them with some good fertilizer. See how they just grew and grew. So they're starting to wither down. Now do a little research to see how I can overwinter my plants, and I did see where you can actually take off one of the stems and then put it in water and then root it and plant it. But I'm not going to do that because the plants are, these in particular, are so inexpensive when they go on clearance. It's the only time I buy them anyway. So I can do that. So I'm going to just put these into my little container here that I'm putting all of my compost in. I'll put it in the compost bin. So that's what I'm doing out here right now. And this is some good soil. So next season, all I'll have to do is just add a little bit more soil to it and then fertilize it. But this is some good compost. And are you guys overwintering any of your plants? Or are you buying everything from new plants? You starting it all over? The ones that I can overwinter, I will, and then the ones that I can't, of course, I will be purchasing when they go on clearance. Okay, so this particular container is cleared out, and this is what we got from that. So that's going to be some good compost. Here's another one. It's about done, so I'm going to go ahead and take those out as well. And then we'll start over next year. Also, let me show you what I have prepared to overwinter. I'll show you those now. All right, so here I have 3 bushes or 3 plants. These are geraniums. And so I did my research and I found that you can overwinter these by just taking them, taking the dirt off, taking old leaves that's off, and any blooms that are on them. You can take those off and store them in a box. And this is a box from Captain Steve's. Do you guys have a Captain Steve's? Well, it's a seafood restaurant, so these boxes come in handy. So what I'm going to do is just put these in a cool, dry place. You can put them in a spare bedroom if you don't have a garage, if you don't have a shed, and then you can make sure you rinse them off with some dish detergent, maybe Dawn, and some water mixture. Spray them down so you won't transfer your bugs or insects from outside to inside. And here in this particular box, I have an elephant. Oh, let me show you where the geraniums came from. So the one geranium came from here. Let's see, the other one was here. And then the final one was in my cute little container here that I got from Ross. So that's where the geraniums came from. Now, let's see. I removed this elephant ear from the middle of this section here. And I've got to get in here and get these leaves out. I've been blowing up the pathways and keeping that pretty clean. But I really need to get in here and get the leaves out of this garden. So I'll do that in the next couple of days. But this elephant ear sat right in the middle here of these impatiens, and these are about to go too, but I'm going to leave them for a couple more days, at least so I can see some color in the garden and not look so sad, you know. So I'm trying to hang on to them as long as I can. So I'm going to overwinter this. I'm going to cut the leaves off of it. I've actually pulled this up maybe 3 days ago, and it's starting to dry out really good, and that's what you want. You don't want to store it while it's moist or damp. You want that to dry out. And I also pulled up the caladium that was in the middle of this plant right here. So I pulled that up, and that's the corum. And you kind of do the same exact thing with the elephant ear. They're in the same family. And then these are the corums, and they have started to dry out very well. So I will be replanting those next year, and so I won't have to purchase. And you store those, I'm storing those in a brown paper bag. And here is an example. Here's another box here that I have that I'll be storing in a cool, dry place. And in this box, there are, I can't even think of the name of the plant now, but all I could do was put the name of where they were located in the front of the yard, and I'll know where to plant them next year. So that's all. I put some peat moss in here. Here is the plant, or what's left of it. And then in the bag I have just a little bit of soil and some peat moss, and so I'll put that back in there. And then of course they are stored. You cut the leaves off of these. If I think of the name of what that plant was, they were in 2 containers on my front yard, in the front yard, and they were so pretty. I said I would do them again. So that's what that is. And so the garden does not look horrible, but you can tell it's dying down. You know, the hydrangeas, everything just looks kind of, you know, lifeless. But I enjoyed it while it lasts. The garden performed very, very, very well this summer, and I'm very pleased, so I will not complain. But that's what's going on here tonight. Not doing too much, but the next video, this garden won't look like this. I'm sure everything will be taken up out of here. And also the mums have died down as well, so I'll either replant those somewhere in the back. I don't want to compost them, because sometimes when it says annual, they grow back. This one is an example. Now this one is dying down, but this mum here, this huge mum, was the same size this mum was, and it said annual. And I decided to move it out of the ground and put it in here, and it just grew and grew and grew. So I don't want to compost it. I'll take my chance and see if these 2 grow back. It's one here, and then it's one here, and then I've got 2 under my sitting area. Let's go over there right quick. I've got one here that's trying to rebloom. I need to deadhead the others. I did deadhead these. And so they're getting more blooms on them, but that's where we are right now. And the hydrangeas here are dying down as well. Of course, everybody's is not just mine. But I'm gonna miss this old garden. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna try to put some fall stuff out here. Maybe some pansies, or something like that, just to keep it alive. This little fire pit back here is about to go. This is where I moved. I also moved the philodendron out of here because it's actually a house plant, and I bring it outside in the summer and spring. I bring it outside in the summer and spring, and so I've moved it in the house already. But we can go ahead and pull this. I'm sorry, my phone cut off, but we can go ahead and pull this one up, put this in the compost as well. And then this is some ajuga. Now this ajuga is going to be moved because it did not perform well here. It needs a lot of sun. Here's also another impatience. So I'll have to till that soil up anyway, but these are still looking okay. The ferns are still doing well. I guess they'll continue to do well until there is a freeze. But this corner here is still doing pretty good. So here are the impatiens and some begonias. You know, I may try to overwinter this begonia in the middle too. This was a small, all of this is clearance. So you have vinca, all of this. These are clearance plants. And look how tall. These are huge. It's getting dark now. So I probably will go ahead and end this video, and I will see you in the next video. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that I have shared something that will be beneficial to you. And if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. And again, before I forget, thank you all to my original subscribers, my recent and new subscribers, and those who watch from time to time. You just stop by to visit. I appreciate you all. I thank God for you all. I thank God for this channel. This is one of my hobbies, being in the garden, and it just works well, and I love it. And I thank you so much for tuning into the channel. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed evening. And before I go, here is one more thing. This is a euphoria I pulled out of a pot that I'm going to try to overwinter as well. So let me put that in this pile right here with the overwintering group. So again, thanks again, and may the good Lord bless you all real good. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.